Questions on China's attraction of foreign investment. For that, we bring in Mr. Liu Zhiqin'view, Senior Fellow at Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies, Renmin University of China. Mr. Liu, so the American Chamber of Commerce in South China just released a special report on the state of business in China. So the report actually shows 88% of companies have already made profits in China. 90% of American firms have achieved profitability. How do you evaluate the investment of foreign enterprises in China at this stage?
I should say that this survey released by the American Chamber in South part of China is a very important signal to the global market, because I compared the two surveys this year and the last year. The main points are almost the same. 88% of the American companies remain quite optimistic and remain to stay in China, have more investment, expand their business. And the second, 90% of the American companies and the foreign companies are very, very positive in China. So this is a very important signal to the domestic and also for global market. As we know that the world economy is recovering, but under pressure because of the geopolitical tension and other problems, for instance, some decouplings and de-risking mentioned in some countries. Now there's all these major foreign investment in China is became even more active and positive. This is a very important point for us to understand the real situation. So generally speaking, the foreign investment in China has a good picture because of some companies are very, very active to expand their business and activities in some key areas, not only for the traditional business, but also in the new technology and the new market expanding. So this is a very important cooperation between China and the American side and all other foreign investment in China.
Well, Mr. Liu, we know that China remains one of the most attractive investment destinations for foreign enterprises. That is grounded, actually, backed up by increased number of sales and investment from companies and even industry leaders, for instance, like Airbus and Volkswagen. Official data suggested that about 4,600 foreign invested firms were established in China in January this year. That marks a significant increase of 74% year on year. What are the reasons behind this frenzy?
That is another good example to show that how China's market attracts the most of the foreign investment. Why? Because the reason, I think we have two major points. The first point, the environment for doing business in China is really greatly improved in the past year. Even during the 3 years of pandemic or the last year, the first year of the recovery after pandemic, China always issued many, many policies, supportive policy to encourage foreign investment, to safeguard the interests of foreign investors. So in this way, that the business environment is really getting improved, not only for the hardware, but also for the software, from the service industry, for all these kind of administration levels that try to meet the demands of the foreign investors. As I know that some foreign companies, even German companies or American companies, have some problems with the local government, the local market, but all these problems have been really solved through good discussion and negotiation. So this is a very important precondition. But secondly, also the many foreigners that have many good understanding on China's policy issuance, because China's policy is consistently all the same, that the key point and the major core interest is to safeguard the foreign interest. In this way, that many foreign companies always say that China's policy is unique in the world, that's never changed, only getting better and better. So this is another precondition for foreign companies to come back or to have more expansion plan in China. This is a very important precondition for all of the investors.
Mr. Liu, we know that China is sparing no efforts to push forward with its 14th five-year plan. What kind of opportunities does that provide in place for foreign enterprises that are seeking new growth opportunities in this market?
I think there's so huge opportunity for foreign investors for this year, because we know that 14th Five-Year Plan is so important for China's development, and this year is the key time for the further development and expansion of our business. As we know that China's government is trying its best to meet the demands of the CPTPP, the requirements, as the announcement by this Ministry of Commerce. This gives a great confidence to foreign investors and foreign partners that China will do its utmost best to meet the demands with the international regulations, with the international market conditions. So this is the precondition also very important to attract more investment, because they have more confidence that China, if China really can make a high level opening up to meet the demand of CPTPP, this is a big forward step for China, also for the global market landscape. So that's why I think many companies are trying to come back or to have more investment in China. This is very logical. I think this is a clever decision that for foreign companies to have more investment in China. And the second is say that the company have been under the survey shows that 80% that they have their good returns, that earning that in China. Compared to the market in Europe and in America, I think the less companies that have a better return. But in China, they are sure that they will have a positive and sustainable returns for their investment. So this is another attractive stuff. That's forces. That's why this chairman of the American Chamber in south part of China said that China will remain as the locomotive for the global economy. This is true.